Here's a quick video on how you can overturn 90% of the objections that you get when selling your product or service. In this video, we're going to talk about a technique I call future framing. Now, you will have heard of this before, maybe called something different, but it is probably one of the most powerful sales skills I think you should learn if you're going to be in any sort of sales role, retail, business to business, high ticket. People buy on emotion. It doesn't mean they buy it because they're impulsive. Generally speaking, they buy because they need to resolve something in their mind for them to feel comfortable to proceed in their life. Now, we need to set up some definitions for this to make sense first. So first, we're going to talk about pain point. Pain point is the frustration or problem your client feels in their life that your problem will solve. Future framing is you putting a frame around your client's future and what it will look like if they were to go ahead with purchasing your product or your service. It sounds simple, but articulating it and laying it out in a way that seems so reasonable that you can't say no is a real trick, and it does take a bit of experience to develop the technique. Or you watch this video and we just expedite that as quickly as we possibly can. Mr. Smith has a big family and he loves his family. He's just moved into a home that has an excellent entertainment area that easily fits everyone in, but he has one problem. The barbecue that he owns is very small. Well, very small compared to the needs of his family. So what's the pain point here? Well, when Mr. Smith's family comes over, he has to cook multiple rounds of food to feed everybody. So how do we use future framing to use the emotion to lead Mr. Smith to a sale? We say, Mr. Smith, I can only imagine how frustrating it must be having to cook multiple rounds of food. Plus, you miss out on socializing with everybody at the same time. But I'd like to tell you, Mr. Smith, that this particular barbecue is 50% bigger than the model that you have. So you can actually cook food for everybody with room to spare. And I say the room to spare is important because, as you know, families generally get bigger. You'll have maybe some members of your family that will have some kids, or they might invite some friends over. And I know you're thinking, how much is a baby going to eat? This comes with a 10-year warranty. So in 10 years' time, you're more than likely still going to be using it. And those kids are going to be 10 years old. How do you feel about that, Mr. Smith? What I've done there is I've illustrated the scenario where he's experiencing the pain point, and then illustrated the scenario where the pain point is resolved and he's actually providing a better experience for his family and for himself. And I just use a barbecue as an example because I used to sell barbecues. Sometimes all you got to do is just show them what the road ahead looks like and show them that they got nothing to worry about for them to make the commitment. So what I want you to do is prepare. By prepare, I mean you have a look at the range of products that you sell, whether you work in a retail showroom, whether you work for yourself and you are an entrepreneur. I want you to have a look at what you sell. I want you to sit down and I want you to imagine your client's perspective on having that problem. How does it feel? Try and describe it in words to yourself, write it down. And then how it feels to have that problem solved, plus any additional benefits that your product or service will bring them. Those extra little benefits, those extra little accessories, that extra little bit of warranty, that extra little bit of build quality can be the little straw on the horse's back that makes all the difference. So when you are speaking to someone in the moment, you've already got it locked in. You've already got it memorized. It just comes out naturally. It comes out easily. And your customer is thankful and lucky to have you there illustrating for them how you can resolve their problem and how much it is worth to them to have that resolved. I hope this has helped you. It's a quick and easy tip. If you found value in this, hit like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments. And if I'm completely wrong or I said it the wrong way, please tell me in the comments because I always want to learn. This is Your Edge in Sales. My name is Denny. Take care. See you next time.